Conditional distribution. Khalid Raopan, reporter. Suppose X the number of the major defects in a randomly selected new automobile and Y the number of the minor defects in that same auto. If we learn that the selected car has been a major defect, that now is the probability that the car has been most 3 minor defects, that is what is PY3 all over X1? Similarly, if X and Y denote the lifetime of the front rear tires on a motorcycle, and it happens that X 10,000 mass, that now is the probability that Y is at most 15,000 mass, and what is the expected lifetime of the rear tires, which lead us to conditional on the value of X. At ang problem na to ay masasolve gamit ang conditional probability distribution. Definition: hayaan natin ang x and y ay ang maging continuous RVS kasama sa joint ng PDF x and y at ang marginal x PDF f sub x, tapos para sa kahit anong value ng x for which f sub x ay greater than 0. Bali, ang conditional probability density function of x kung saan ang x ay pwede nating isulat ang f sub y all over x multiplied by y all over x is equals to f multiplied by xy all over f sub x multiplied by x is equals to negative infinity less than y less than infinity. Ang x at ang y ay discrete, replacing by the PMFS base sa definition ng conditional probability mass function of y when x is equals to x. Remember na ang definition ng f sub y all over x multiplied by y all over x parallel that P multiplied by B all over A, ang conditional probability that B will occur. Dahil ito nga ang A ay occurred kapag ang conditional PDF or PMF ay nahanap, ang mga tanong sa outset of this subsection ay masasagot sa interrogating or summing over an appropriate set of value of Y. I-reconsider natin yung example sa 5.3 involving sa x is equal sa proportion ng time ng may bank drive-up facility is BC. And yung y is equal sa analogous proportion sa walk-up window. Bali, the conditional PDF of y ay give that x is equals to 8. So, bali, pwede nating masulat na f sub y all over x multiplied by y all over 8 is equals to f multiplied by 0.8 and y all over f sub x multiplied by 0.8 equals 1.2 multiplied by 0.8 plus y squared all over 1.2 multiplied by 0.8 plus 0.4 is equals to 1 all over 34 multiplied by 24 plus 30y squared. Bale, 0 is less than y less than 1. Yung probability that the walk-up facility is at nasa half time given na x is equals to 0.8, kaya pwede nating masulat na P multiplied by y less than or equal to 0.5 all over x is equals to 0.8 is equals infinite limit from negative infinity to 0.5. F sub y all over x multiplied by y all over 0.8 dy is equals to infinite limit from 0 to 0.5, 1 all over 34 multiplied by 24 plus 30 y squared dy is equals to 0.390. Gamit yung marginal PDF of y gives p is less than or equal to 0.5, 0.350 also EY is equals to 0.6, whereas the expected proportion of time that the walk-up facility is busy that x is equals to 0.8, a conditional expectation is pwede nating isulat na a multiplied by y all over x is equals to 0.8 is equals to integrate limit from negative infinity to positive infinity y f all over y all over x multiplied by y all over 0.8 dy is equals to 1.34. Integrate limit from 0 to 1 y multiply 24 plus 30 y squared dy is equals to 5.0. What I mean is 5.74. Kapag ang dalawang variables are independent, ang margin ng PMF or PDF in the denominator will cancel kung saan ang corresponding factor of the numerator kung saan the conditional distribution is the identical to the corresponding marginally distribution. Example, a service station has both self-service and full-service island. On each island, there is a single regular unleaded pump with 2 horses. Let X denote the number of horses being used on the self-service island at a particular time. At let Y denote the number of horses on the full-service island in the use at the time the joint PMF or X and Y appears in the accompanying tabulation. So, ayan na yung given guys. So, ang letter A, what is the P multiplied by X is equals to 1 and Y is equals to 1. Letter B, compute for P, X is less than or equal to 1 and Y is less than or equal to 1. C, give the word description of the event. X is not equals to 0 and Y is not equals to 0. And compute the probability of this event. Letter D, compute the marginal PMF and of X and of Y using P sub X multiplied by X. What is the P? X is less than or equal to 1. And letter E, are X and Y are independent RVS? Explain. Step 1, we are given with a joint probability distribution of the function. Step 2, which is the letter A, the probability of both X and Y are equal to 1 is given by the row and the column corresponding to 1. So, ang mangyari is P is equals to X is equals to 1 and Y is equals to 1. So, ang mangyari is equals to P is equals to 1 is to 1 is equals to 0.20. Therefore, X is equals to 1 and Y is equals to 1 is equals to 0.20. That is for letter A. Step 3, which is the letter B, the probability of both X and Y less than or equal to 1 is given by all the entries in which X and Y are less than or equal to 1. Bali, P is equals to Px is less than or equal to 1 and Y is less than or equal to 1. So is equals to P is equals to 1 and 1 plus P equals 1 and 0 plus P 0 and 1 and plus P 0 and 0 is equals to 0.1, 0.008, 0 plus 0.0004 plus 0.2 is equals to 0.42. Therefore, Px less than 2 is or equal to 1 and Y less than or equal to 1 is equals to 0.42. Step 4, which is the letter C, the event given by the both X and Y not equal to 0 means number of horses used to self-service and full service are the less one at the last one full service horse in use. The probability is given by Px is not equals to 0 and Y is not equals to 0 is equals to P is 1 and 1 plus P 1 and 2 plus P 2 and 1 and plus P 2 and 2 is equals to 0.20 plus 0.06 plus 0.14 plus 0.30 is equals to 0.70. Therefore, Px not equals to 0 and Y not equals to 0 is equals to 0.70. Step 5, which is letter D, marginal probability distribution of X. Px 0 is equals to P 1 is 1 and 0 and 0 plus P 0 and 1 plus P 0 and 2 is equals to 0.1 plus 0.04 is plus 0.02 is equals to 0.16. Px1 is equals to P1 and 0 plus P1 is to 1 plus P1 is to 2 is equals to 0.08 plus 0.2 plus 0.06 is equals to 0.34. Px2 is equals to P2 and 0 plus P2 and 1 plus P2 and 2 is equals to 0.06 plus 0.14 plus 0.3 is equals to 0.5. Marginal probability distribution of X. Py0 is equals to P00 plus P1 1, 0 plus P2, 0 is equals to 0.1 plus 0.08 plus 0.06 is equals to 0.24. Py1 is equals to P01, 0 and 1 plus P1 and 1 plus P2 and 1 is equals to 0.04 plus 0.2 plus 0.14 is equals to 0.38. Py2 is equals to P0 and 2 plus P1 and 2 plus P2 and 2 is equals to 0.2, 0.002 plus 0.3 is equals to 0.38. Step 6. Probability that x is less than or equal to 1. Px is less than 1 is equals to P sub x 0 plus Px multiplied by 1 is equals to 0.34 plus 0.16 is equals to 0.50. Therefore, Px less than or equal to 1 is equals to 0.50. Step 7, which is the letter E, probability of x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1 is P equals to 1, 1 is to 1 and 1 is equals to 0.2. Marginal probability of x in x equals to 1 is equals to P sub x 1 is equals to 0.34. Marginal probability of y equals to 1 is Py sub 1, Py 1 is equals to 0.34. The product of the marginal probability is Py1 multiplied by Px1 is equals to 0.34 multiplied by 0.34 is equals to 0.1156. Since this is not an equal joint probability, the variables are not independent, therefore dependent. Thank you for listening and watching.